Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Been gone for a while. I'll tell you about the status of the live streams, this channel, and all that stuff, where you can find me if YouTube gives me another strike for no apparent reason again. I'll make another video that's coming very soon that will actually explain that. But this particular video, I wanted to do updates on Cardano, Vechain, and XRP. Been gone from YouTube for a week, haven't really been able to post. I have been streaming on DLive and Twitch, but I know a lot of you did not join me there because you guys don't really know about that, or you're not part of DLive and Twitch. But I do need alternative places just in case YouTube gives me another strike for no apparent reason again. So the update on Cardano is there's actually has not been all that much because Charles wants, he's signed some more MOUs and stuff with another telecom company, which is really cool and all that. But he said he isn't going to have any more solid dates for Shelley until they reach two more milestones. One is the Byron reboot, and that's basically just to get everything ready for Shelley. And the other one is the Haskell testnet, which they'll actually transfer Rust into Haskell on the testnet. So they want to do this so there's no major bugs when the thing actually launches. We all know in software that there is always bugs when you actually do a major release. And I will toast to that right now. But they want as few as possible. So they're not going to have any solid dates for Shelley mainnet. My guess is it's probably going to be sometime in May at this point. And hopefully Goguan follows shortly afterwards. So that's the update on Cardano. The update on Vechain is that there's two things. One, it's being used in another fashion company. It's called Sarah Regensberger. I'm not a huge fan of her, let's just say, fashion. Really looks kind of weird, but it's cool they're using Vechain. Not really a fan of the clothes, but it's cool they're using Vechain. So that's another fashion company using Vechain in their logistics. They want to track and authenticate their clothing line all the way through. So that's why they're using Vechain. So that's more use for Vechain. The other thing is DNVGL is going to invest $200 million into about 15 companies, startups, and Vechain is on the top of that list. DNVGL has already invested into Vechain, but they're going to invest significantly more money into Vechain over the next few years. So Vechain's got a lot of big supporters. And yeah, stuff is being delayed by the situation in China. But otherwise than that, Vechain's going on basically going straight ahead pretty well now, and they're going to continue to make some progress. In terms of Vitho burn, the end of last week was pretty good. Right now, this week's just okay. Hopefully, we'll see more of a tick up in on Vechain stats. But remember, a lot of the clients in China, and China is a little bit of a mess right now. So I would, if you had planned for things for Vechain, bring them back a little bit just to kind of accommodate for unforeseen circumstances in the world. So that is the news for Vechain. As for XRP, there has been this report circulating around that Brad Garlinghouse actually said Ripple wasn't profitable without selling XRP. Now, the actual quote was XRP is a large part of our revenue, just as selling our software is a large part of our revenue. But then the article he later clarified by saying that, no, we wouldn't be profitable without XRP sales. I'm not really sure if that part is actually true. I would be a little surprised if that was true. I wouldn't be totally surprised because they do make a lot of money selling XRP. And that actually might be what's allowed to fund their expansion for the most part. That would not surprise me at all. And I don't really blame them for it. It does put their finances in a little bit of a question because when we've actually looked at MoneyGram's balance sheet, they are actually subsidizing MoneyGram by giving them more XRP to use ODL. That to me means that ODL is not really running at capacity or efficiency yet, where it actually saves them any real money at this point. And that could be cause for concern, but I guess we can wait another year or two before we actually make a decision on that in terms of how successful ODL actually is. And they're still trying to push it. Right now, I think what the most you can do is actually just pay attention to the price. I mean, I know like Ripple and all the fans say like don't really look at the price right now, but they've said that for like 2 years. And when you have something on like 2-3 year timeline, you do actually have to start looking at the price, because 2-3 years is not a short term unless you're investing for like long term retirement or something. That's not a short term investment, and especially in the crypto world, that's not a short term investment. So anything where you're not seeing that much movement after like a couple of years, you do have to like periodically reevaluate your investment on whether it's good or not. Like, is the utility actually driving the price? How much utility do we have to drive the price? I mean, ignore like all the moon boy nonsense. That stuff is like just like pure fantasy that people make up generally. Like, oh, is it possible that Vechain reaches $50, or is it possible that our XRP reaches $100? Ignore all that stuff. Look at actually like, is utility actually affecting the price? How much it's affecting the price? How long will this actually take? And what are my other options in crypto investment? And that's really what you should be looking at when you evaluate your investment in Vechain or XRP. Because if you are in XRP or Vechain, that means that money is not in somewhere like Chainlink or ICX or something that might be rising faster. So you have to take into consideration opportunity costs, and especially foreseen opportunity costs during a bull run. Because if you get a 2x on XRP during a bull run, 2-3x, cool. But if like VeChain or ICX rises 50x, and your money's in XRP and not in VeChain and ICX or Link or something, then you just cost yourself a lot of money. So you have to actually look at it that way. Like, what's my opportunity cost in terms of right now? And what's my opportunity cost if a bull run actually comes? Because if my gains are not as great as my opportunity cost, then I could have made a much better investment elsewhere. So that's really where you need to look at. Don't pay attention to people really when they say like don't look at price, because you have to look at one investment and compare it to another. So that's kind of the update for today, and kind of like my little spiel on investing. Thank you and have a nice day.